Hello, this is Yosef Lang with the Zera Shimshon Shir for Yuda Aleph Nisan. It's pre-Pesach Shir, and hopefully somebody will be able to benefit from using the Shir for Pesach. So, on the part 2, it says on Daf Taf Lamed Hey. I'll try to put it up this time. Omnam Adayin Tzorchiyun B'divrei Rabbi Elazar Hana Hakol Moedim B'Atzeres Be'inan Nami Lachem. According to Gemara and Beitza, so everybody agrees that you need lachem for Pesach. Rabbi Elazar is of the opinion that even in all other holidays you have to have chetzi lachem, and half at least has to be for learning, and half for your own pleasure. But he was of the opinion that you could sit in the Beis Midrash the whole day. So the eich ba'inen lachem ba'atzeres mipnei shenitna b'Torah. How dafka we have lachem, which means you have to have some physical pleasure eating and drinking on atzeres, which is Shavuos, because that was the day the Torah was given. What's the shayches? Adarabba b'yom shekiblu haTorah shehi kula la'olam haba the schar mitzvos v'hayam aleika. So why on the day dafka that the Torah was given, whether it's completely for the world to come, the reward to the world to come, so because in this world the mitzvahs are not you're not going to get pleasure for the mitzvahs. So it should be like Rabbi Elazar. The whole day should be dedicated to learning Torah, and we do stay up whatever people stay up at night to learn Torah because of the mistake they made that they didn't get up on time. Yesh l'Torah shehoyel shemalachi ashoris nis avu l'Torah. The Malachi Shoris had a desire for Torah, because they can't fulfill the Torah in the physical manner. And this exactly is why Moshe Rabbeinu, when he argued with the Malachim, he was able to conquer and beat to overcome them, victorious. Im kain metam ze atzmai mechuyavim l'Yisrael echol b'yom ze. Dafka we were, Moshe Rabbeinu was menatzeach, he was victorious over the angels. That's why we should dafka have a pleasure from food on that day. Shahari im loy hoysa b'neiim v'achila v'Torah haTorah ein aruya nami lahem. So if they wouldn't have since there was not between them any eating and drinking, so the Torah was not fitting for them either. Shekama azhores ne'amur b'Torah le'asar b'achila v'harbei devarim. So the Torah prohibits a lot of different prohibited foods. Even kosher food is prohibited in certain ways. This is the only reason why Moshe Rabbeinu was victorious. In pasuk in Vayikra, v'zayis Torahs ha-behema. This is the laws of the behema, ha'aif, the kol nefesh achayim, and it says, lahavdil, and at the end of the pasuk, it's the end of Parshas Shmini, right? It says, lahavdil ben atami or ben atar, to distinguish between what's pure and what's impure. And sometimes it means pure doesn't mean, and impure doesn't necessarily mean that it's tamei. In the sense of tumah, it means it could be that it's not kosher for us. Shachita melecha gida nasha. So there's a lot of roiva as hayisurim. I'm sorry. It says, I'm sorry, I had to go back. Zechisim l'Torah b'shvil sheyesh beinechem achila ve'atem yecholim lekayim havdalazu. So you're privileged to get the Torah because we are able to distinguish between one thing and another. For example, most of the prohibitions in the Torah are coming about eating things. For example, not to eat the right meat, shechted the right way. So there's fats, forbidden fats, prohibited blood, and dead animals and treifa animals. I mean, tamei min tar. What's a type of prohibited? If it's tamei, and what's tar? Shchita malecha, shchita, and there's malicham and the gira nasha. Oisev is Banai, Carbonis, etc., etc. It means there's a ton of Isurim in reference to eating. Obeper Gimel de Pesachim, Amrinan Am Ha'oretz Asalech Basar. Mapically, it says in the third parak of Pesachim that an Am Ha'oretz is prohibited to eat flesh. Right? Why? And they take it out from the pasuk V'Zois Tyrus HaBehema. This pasuk in Shmini. V'Samichle Lahavda Ben HaTorah Mi Kol Mi She'oiseg BeTorah. So it says anybody who's engaged in Torah learning Mutar Lechol Behema Chayav Be'oif is permitted. Why? Avtam Lezehu Masha Kozab Panim Mezboris LaHarav Shimshon Mivina. And God is Seder Moed. Shebachilas Abasar Misrabe Koyach HaYetzahara Migufay Shaladam. The Gufay Shaladam. The power of eating increases the Yetzahara in the person's body. Ki Abasar Shehu Guf Abahami Mamshich Ala Adam Kama Averes Bedamei Begufay Venafshay. So the Yetzahara, with using that power in the bloodstream, increases the averas in his blood, in his body, in his soul. Lachein la'am ha'oretz asur le'achol basar ki yisrabe alav kayach hayitzahara. So for am ha'oretz, so that would be prohibited to eat for him to eat meat, because it increases the power of the yitzahara in his bloodstream. Mashein kein hatamid chacham shu oisik b'Torah he tavlin liyitzahara. So a Talmud Chacham, when he eats, he uses that as a spice for the Yetzirah. Eina Yetzirah shoyled b'misha li b'Torah, and the Yetzirah doesn't rule over somebody who has a Torah in his heart, and he can use it for learning. V'hakasu boy v'kemitaretz al zeh. The pasuk comes in, fulfills this. V'yemer lama be'emes hutar l'Talmud Chacham le'echol basar. So why is it permitted for a Talmud Chacham to eat meat? Should be just the opposite. He doesn't want more Yetzirah in him; he wants less. Why should he go into a doubt? Be a vegetarian, right? That's the pasuk continues. In Shmini, at the end of Shmini, he is able to distinguish between what's Tamei and what's Torah. Klamer, HaTalmud Chacham Yichuyev LeHayreis Hayreis BeYisrael. Talmud Chacham is obligated to paskin in Klal Yisrael, Levakeach Be'eina Pikicha, and to have an open eye al Kol Hadinim HaMitztarchim, and all the dinim that he needs. Misha Einam Eichel Basar Leitzila Daite. The Gemara says in Perka Meruba and Baba Kama that somebody who doesn't eat meat doesn't have a clear mind. Omar leib chamisha bakar. Omar rachmana loy chamisha chatzai bakar. Okay, we won't go into that. Hai the loy amri la beurta mishum the loy achli bisat Torah. So it was an exchange between two Talmidei Chachamim. He said, well, he gave him a teretz in the evening. He says, come back in the morning. He says, in the morning, he said, I can give you the teretz now because in the evening I had not eaten meat, and now I'm clear in my mind. So when a Talmid Chacham eats meat, it's to diminish the power of the Yetzirah through using the power of his Torah. So he's able then to distinguish between what's kosher, what's not kosher, what's right and what's wrong. So he uses that power to diminish the power of the Yetzirah. Back to the question of eating dafka on atzeres, right? So it's dafka b'basar dafka, and Yom Tov you have to have meat. Therefore, you have to have the lochem part. You have to have your own personal pleasures. Because it was the day that the Torah was given to the Israel, not to the angels. Because they don't have a Yetzirah. Like Moshe said to them, do you have a Yetzirah? The Gemara in Shabbos, they pay test. And furthermore, to hint that somebody who learns Torah is mechuyev to eat meat. So that he can force his Yitzhar to be clear in his mind. So we accepted the Torah from our own ratzoin in our heart, our own will. And not because you forced us. You held the mountain over our heads. You can't see, the Gemara in Shabbos says, you don't see the happiness unless there's a full keres, a full belly. That's why Rabbi Yosef made a third type of the calf that was made third from the womb, because that's the best one. Rabbeinu Bechai says in Parshas Bereishis, "Shebesibas hamaychal hamishtat yisayiru koichas haguf, ubesayiru koichas hagufnius yisayiru." So he said that for the reason of food and drink, it arouses the powers of the body, and that powers of the body are used, and they strengthen the power of the soul. So eating and drinking is a great cause for the happiness of the heart. And it also distances the person that's very depressed and worried all the time. So a person that has the right amount of food and drink can reduce his depression. And with the power of the simcha that he has from the eating, he can strengthen his nefesh. Hakasav in Shir Shirim. Shir Shirim Asher L'Shleimai. Razal Omer Shir Shirim, it says in the Shir Shirim, Rabba Melech Shalom Shalai. Why does it have to say the king why Shir Shirim Asher L'Shleimai? It's the king who has the power of peace. B'kasha ki kol masha yesh ba'olamai eino shalai. So doesn't he have every power in the world? Everything is his. It says in Tehillim, Hashem ha'oretz ha'maloya. The whole earth belongs to God. Elo hakavana kachi. The kavana is this: Sha'ashalom hu shaloi davke kulei nasan lechelik hakadusha. The shalom, the shalom also means complete, and that the completeness of the world is depending on the holiness, that part of holiness. Ve'ein l'sitra achra chelik by klal uklal. And the Sitra Achra, the Yitzhar doesn't have a part in it at all. It can't be. That's why Davka, God blessed us with peace, like a wholesomeness. It says in Tehillim, Hashem oiz la'ama yitain, Hashem levoyach esamai b'shalom, she'isileinu ma'machaleika shel ha'umais. He saved us from all the different parts of the world in the Umas ha'olam, the nations of the world. Sheyomu shehem Yisrael. They claim they're Jewish, right? The Christians. Everybody says that God forsook the Jews, and the Christians took over. That's what the Catholics originally said. And then, of course, the Arabs and with Islam said, no, Jews are not. They're not chashuv anymore. It's the Arabs that are chashuv. Okay. So everybody's saying that they're the real Jews. Okay, and because of the Torah was when they copied down the Torah, they copied down the Torah also for all the nations. It says they wrote it in Shivim Lashonos, and they all came and peeled it off, and they were able to learn it. So they should be Jewish as well. They should be keeping the Torah. But they rejected it. And the Midrash says, Bikesh Moshe Shetia Hamishna Biksav. Okay, so he talks about that before. I'm not going to go into it now, that Moshe Rabbeinu really wanted to have all the Mishnah written down as well, not that it should be Torah Shabbat Peh. That's what it means in the pasuk in Shir Shirim. He should have me drink from the kisses of his mouth. What does that mean? L'chein Omar Shir Shirim Kleimar. Even though the Torah Shebechsav is more important than the Torah Shabbat Peh, and all the words of the Seifrim, the Chachamim, in Kol Zeh Higdil Eimonu Chazdoi Shehigdil Mailas HaTorah Shabbat Peh L'chvoidenu. So he increased the level of Torah Shabbat Peh for our honor. Shabbat Dafka Koras Eimonu B'Bris. That's what the Hashem made the bris, made the covenant for us. Like it says, Ki tovim daidecha, tovim divrei daidayim, dudayim miyena shel Torah. The Gemara in Avodah Zarah Daf Lamed Hey, that it's sweeter. The yena shel Torah, this is referring to the Torah Shabbat Peh, which is from the Chachamim, sweeter than the Torah itself. The Chesivit, it said Mishlei, Shasu b'yein masachti. It says Cain. I'm darshaning lashon meseches, but it has its meaning there. Masachti means to be anointed, but it's also a meseches. It's called meseches in the Gemaras. Inami ki toivim doidecha miyain arevim divrei hadudayim kishemispatmim b'yeinosh sheyesh bam meidas koinam. So what? It's sweeter, the words of the Talmidei Chachamim, because they are more persuasive by the wine of the Chachamim and the Sanhedrin, Kedamina Be'erovim Sanhedrin, and the Gemara Sanhedrin also. Zeu hapirush shel haviani al beis hayayin v'digloi alei ahava. The pasuk in Shir Shirim again. Bring me into the house of wine and jump over with my love. Now, what has it got to do with wine? We see the Fisha Beperik Shmini, the Sanhedrin, it says Aminin Yud Gimel Vavim Nemer B'Yayin. Well, it says 13 times Vavim when it comes to wine in the Torah, and they're not good. They're all negative suggestions. But Kulam Lashon Vai, and all of them are woe. Oid Amru says the Gemara in Yuma Zachav. If you're privileged, the wine will bring happiness to you, and if you're not, Nebuch could bring to disaster. So he says to God, bring me into the house of your wine. So if I'm convinced or satiated, or we'll say even drunk with your wine, which means the divrei Torah Shabbat Peh, then that's a simon, and that I'm jumping over for my love. She'akadosh Baruch Hu she'ahava is begematria Yud Gimel keneged Yud Gimel Vavin. So this is opposite and negates the Yud Gimel Vavim of that wine can bring a person to destruction. So if he's saturated with the Yeno Shel Torah, with the Torah Shabbat Peh, he's in love with God. Oy inami emosai aravim divrei dodaim. So when is it that the words of Torah are sweet? Kishahim marim be'atzmam hasimcha sheyesh lahem b'Torah al kabbalasa. So it shows that the person is happy by receiving the Torah, and every divrei Torah becomes to him a piece of, like he becomes drunken with wine, with the Torah. The pasuk in Tehillim says that wine actually makes the person's heart happy. And that's why we make a mishta, which is the drinking of wine, and celebrations on Atzeres, which is Shavuos, Shari Kol Suda Nikres Al Shem Hayayin, because the whole meal is called by the name of the wine. Like we always say, Mishta Spanoi. The Chasana was always drinking wine. Kimosh Omer Chazal. V'chein Pirish Rashi al Pasuk Yavoi HaMelech HaMehaman El Mishta Asher Asisi Loi. So Haman came in to drink the wine, and that was his downfall. Anyway, I thought I would bring a segula a little bit outside of the the Zera Shimshon, but this is also from a great Rebbe, from the Tolna Rebbe. He's quoting that by Pesach is a time for healing, okay? And this is what it happens. The Zohar famously teaches that matzah is the michla de asvasa, the food of healing. And the great Hasidic luminaries explained that matzah brings both physical and spiritual healing. That's from the Yismach Misra. He writes, the matzah is the michla de asvasa, michla de mehem nusa. It's two expressions. It's a refuah, and it also heals the muna in the person. Eating matzah, right? So it's a segula. Gam chachmi haroifim maidim shehu segula the beduka lechoili haroish. Rachmana letzlan. And even the great wise doctor said that eating the matzah and drinking the wine is a segula to people that have sickness in the head. Rachmana letzlan, talk about, depression and other things. Kimuvor b'seforim. V'hainu shehi refuas ta'ale, refuas ta'ale, l'kol pigmi ha'rois, l'kol ha'machshavos rois ha'pigam ha'emuna. So it cures all the deficiencies in the head, all evil thoughts and deficient faith. So the wine of the 4 cups also brings healing. The Ateres Yeshua writes in Moyadim that the wine brings healing to all illnesses. All illnesses. Okay? As the Gemara teaches, B'roish kol asvan nana chamar. The wine is the leader among all remedies. The Gemara Bava Basra in 58b. He cites the pasuk in Tehillim in 147. Haroife l'shvurei leva mechabesh la'atzvaisam. He who heals the broken-hearted and bandages their distress, and explains that this alludes to the 4 cups of wine at the Seder, which bring healing. We begin the Seder with the word Kadesh. The Ateres Yeshua writes, because Pesach is the first of the regalim, as the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah teaches, right? And the Arba Rosh Hashanah, right? And the word Kadesh and Regal have the combined gematria equal to that of the words Roife Mechabesh, healing and bandages. Okay. I'm wishing everybody a happy and kosher Pesach, and may everybody find the segulois in the eating the matzah and drinking the arba kaises. Chag kosher v'sameach. Sehr gebencht.